There's this weird paradox in the world of trading. So many people get into it for freedom, right? Financial freedom. But they end up becoming prisoners. And today, we're diving into a powerful story about how one person finally broke that cycle.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly sums up that trap so many of us fall into. You're constantly chasing candles, chasing setups, chasing that one big win you think is going to solve everything. But, as we're about to see, that chase can lead you somewhere you really don't want to go.
So, first up, let's talk about what we're calling the trader's trap. This is that mindset where you're just stuck in this loop of frantic activity and you start confusing all that motion with actual progress.
Okay, get this. 20 different charts open every single day. The logic behind it seems simple enough, right? The more charts you watch, the more opportunities you'll see, and that's gotta mean more profit. It's this relentless hunt, this feeling that if you just click enough buttons, you're bound to strike gold. And this right here is the flawed equation at the heart of it all. The belief is so simple. More trades must equal more money. But the reality? Well, the reality was that more trades just meant more noise, more static, more confusion, and more losses. It was all activity with zero purpose. And then, boom, the light bulb moment. After blaming everything else, the market, the algos, the news, the realization finally hit home. The problem wasn't some external force, it was internal. The reason for all the losses was staring right back at him in the mirror. So that realization, it was a total game changer. It was the turning point. And what's interesting is that it wasn't triggered by a huge win or a market crash. It came from a moment of just complete stillness. Right in the middle of all that chaos, our trader just stops and asks this really simple but huge question.
Why am I even doing this? It's one of those moments that just cuts through everything. It's not about the next setup anymore. It's about the entire reason for being there in the first place. And you know what? That one question led to this incredible insight. The whole definition of what a win even is completely changed. It wasn't about finding a profitable trade on a chart anymore. The real victory was going to be internal. It was about taking back control by letting go of the need to control everything. So with this new perspective, everything shifted. Radically. All those hours spent staring at charts, analyzing the market, they got redirected inward. The focus moved from the external game to the internal one. The real battlefield wasn't on the screen, it was in his own mind. And this is the absolute core of it all. Think about it. You could be the world's best chart reader, but if your emotions are in the driver's seat, you're gonna crash. The charts are just information. It's your fear, your greed, your impatience. That's what's actually clicking the mouse and moving your money. So a whole new kind of study began. Forget candlestick patterns. The new focus was on behavioral patterns. What's the trigger for an impulse trade? Where does that FOMO really come from? What does that rush of greed feel like right before you make a terrible decision? This was about identifying the true enemies of his account. And out of all that self-study, a new process was born. It's so simple, but wow, is it powerful. A 3-step system to stop those emotional hijacks in their tracks. So instead of just instantly acting on an urge, the new rule was 1, feel it, 2, pause, and 3, breathe and just write it down. That little gap it creates between impulse and action, it changes everything. And the result? It was huge. Trading went from being this series of knee-jerk, mindless reactions to a set of calm, deliberate responses. That's the difference between being a slave to your emotions and being guided by your strategy. All right, so all this inner work gave birth to a whole new philosophy. It's a complete 180 from that old more is better idea. Now it's all about patience, precision, and what we're going to call the sniper's mindset. It's a great analogy, right? A machine gunner just sprays bullets everywhere, hoping something hits. But a sniper will wait sometimes for hours, maybe even days, for that one perfect shot. In trading, that means learning how to do nothing, how to just sit there until your absolute best, highest probability setup shows up. Now this completely flips what most people think on its head. So many traders are obsessed with finding the holy grail strategy. But the truth is, a pretty average strategy that's executed with unshakable discipline will beat a genius strategy with zero discipline every single time.
the strategy isn't the most important part. Your discipline is.
And this is really the final evolution, isn't it? The big transformation. You go from being a gambler who's just addicted to the action, saying yes to every little impulse, to being a professional trader who understands that your greatest strength, your most profitable tool, is your ability to say no, to just sit on your hands and wait.
Okay, so this brings us to probably the deepest idea in this whole story. It's a brand new way of looking at the market itself. It's not this big, scary opponent you have to conquer. It's something else entirely. This is such a game-changing idea. The market isn't out to get you. It's totally neutral. It honestly doesn't care about you or your trades. But what it does, with brutal, unflinching honesty, is reflect your own internal state right back at you. I mean, just look at your P&L. It's a mirror. If it's all over the place, a total mess, that probably reflects an impulsive mindset. If you see a bunch of revenge trades, that reflects a lack of discipline. The market is basically the ultimate, most unbiased feedback tool on you. And at the end of the day, this is the real secret to sticking around and actually making it. Sure, reading charts is important, but being able to read yourself, that's what keeps you in the game. Understanding your own patterns is every bit as critical as understanding chart patterns. So this whole way of thinking, it really comes down to 3 simple directives. They're not easy, mind you, but they are simple. 1, trade less. Focus on quality, not quantity. 2, think deeper. Really analyze why you're doing what you're doing. And 3, wait longer. Let the best opportunities come to you. So what's the big takeaway here? It's that the journey to becoming a consistently profitable trader isn't really about learning a technical skill. It's a journey of building your character. It's about forging those traits like discipline, patience, and self-awareness that true success is built on. Because really, in the end, if you're just chasing profits, you're missing the point. That's a distraction. The real goal is self-mastery. If you can achieve that, the profits, well, they tend to just show up as a natural result. The goal isn't to master the market. The goal is to master yourself.